With 3 seasons in the books and only 1 playoff berth to show for it, the pressure to win and contend at a high level has been mounting for some time. This team has shown its flashes of potential in the past, but now it's time to show it consistently. There are no excuses now. Contention is an expectation, not a hope. Buckle up for Season 4 of the Bears Break the Cycle Rebuild. Welcome everybody to Episode 4 of our Bears Break the Cycle Rebuild. First order of business, got some upgrades here. I simmed through the preseason. See if we can get some upgrades for our studs here. We got Caleb with an upgrade, our rookie running back with an upgrade. Get that field general up to a 90 with the boost. Our rookie, kind of the 2 I care about out of all these. Our rookie running back could be effective early and prove to be a stud. That'd be massive for us. So I think our roster is ready to win. Here's a look at it going into Season 4. Offensive line has gotten a lot better throughout the years. We could use a stud there, so maybe at some point in the draft, if we find someone in the draft, maybe we could find a stud that'll be a star here. But got a lot of young talent on the offensive line that'll be around here for a while. Cole Kmet's solid receiving core as well. Got Trey Tucker and our rookie, as well as DJ Moore and Roma Dunze. Obviously Caleb Williams up to a 90 overall superstar. Damian Bellamy is our new rookie running back, with Kentre Miller to back him up. Our defense is also looking amazing so far. Jalen Johnson, 90 overall. Kyler Gordon, 83. Stevenson at an 80. Definitely a great cornerback room. Safeties are decent. Linebackers are decent. Could use another star, but we do have some top picks, draft picks here. Hopefully they could develop as well. So defense is solid. It's young, maybe in position to make another big trade to get a star. Without further ado, that is our team. We are at an 86 overall. And we got week 1 on the road against the Cardinals. I am going to throw a few points into probably offensive coordinator, see what gets the best XP. I think we're going to go with this halfback tree just to get our rookie any extra little boost he can get. Week 1, Bears Cardinals. We see DeAndre Swift on the other side. Possible DeAndre Swift revenge game. We'll see how he does. So right off the bat, this one was just not going great. Offense could not get anything going. Because of that, our defense just kept sliding and sliding until it just got ugly towards the end. So once it was kind of out of hand, I just let the game sim and let it happen. Rough first game, but not something we can't bounce back from. Rough start, 31-10, not great, but not the worst game for Caleb, but obviously could have been better. Offense was just not there at all. Rushing wise, DeAndre Swift let us know that he is out for revenge. 26 for 170. Shout out to him. Bellamy couldn't. Offense just in general was not able to get things going. Maybe we switch things up. Better things in the future for sure. Just a rough week 1, but I'm confident we could keep it rolling going into the next few weeks. Moving right along here, we have a lot of guys that we need to re-sign, and I think we're definitely needing to re-sign Jalen Johnson, keep him around. Darnell Wright as well, Cole Kmet, Tevin Jenkins, keep our offensive line intact because it's still very young. Montez Sweat, I don't know if he is on a cheaper deal, I'd be down to keep him around. And then these are kind of more marginal signings. Kelvin Banks, we obviously want to accept that option at the end of the year, but I think our mission is to re-sign Jalen Johnson, Darnell Wright, Cole Kmet, and Tevin Jenkins, as well as Cesar Ruiz. Maybe keep Montez Sweat around depending on how much money we have left. With the first few weeks in the books, we're 2-2, had a great win. First 1-0 in the division versus the Vikings, and then the Seahawks 3-point win. Then the Steelers, a stinker of a game, absolute stinker of a game. I think we're going to hop into this Chiefs matchup to really try and make a statement this year and prove that we are a contender, because they are higher overall than us, but not by much. And they are 3-1. I think this is a big opportunity for us to show out on the national stage. We got Caleb Williams versus Patrick Mahomes in this week 5 matchup. Let's get into it. So after a bit of a slow start from both sides, we get it down into the red zone. DJ Moore, and then Bellamy gets in for the touchdown, makes it 3-7. Chiefs are not finished though. With the pass over the middle to the tight end, they make it a 10-7 ball game late in the first half. We are able to get the ball back and try and get a quick strike of our own. That pass over to Tucker, getting us down to the red zone. DJ Moore over the middle just is short, down to the 1. 25 seconds left, plenty of time. Bellamy once again into the end zone for his second touchdown of the game. And why not add another one? Damian Bellamy, definitely the MVP of this game. And then Trey Tucker to slam the door shut. And there we go. We got a 28-18 win. A fairly dominant win over the Kansas City Chiefs on all fronts. We kind of controlled the game all the way through. Caleb Williams with a big game. 26 of 36, very efficient. 1 touchdown only, 243 yards, solid game from him. But Damian Bellamy with a breakout game, not super efficient yards per carry wise, but 3 touchdowns, which is awesome to see. Hopefully that could get him a big boost, but just gotta love a win like this. Nice 10-point win. We were in control for most of it. Let's keep this season rolling. Upgrades here for a few of our young guys. Damian Bellamy did end up getting another upgrade up to a 79 with all the boosts. Close to getting that hidden upgrade, seeing what that dev trait is, because a superstar would be crazy good for this offense. After taking a look at Odafe Owe's stats, he is fairly productive. So far this season, kind of on pace for the numbers that he's been putting up, but nothing close to that 10.5 sack mark. So I think because he's around 17 million a year, yeah, he's like 17 million in cap space a year. I think we're going to try and move him and move one of our young guys, one of our hidden dev guys in that spot just to free up some cap space, be able to re-sign those young guys. All right, so we did end up finding a trade for Owe, trading for a young rookie center named Russell Westbrook. You know he's going to be a good player. Huge downgrade in overall, obviously, but we're getting him off the books. We traded for a 1st-round pick and a 4th-round pick as well, and traded a 2nd and a 7th in the process. Got this guy's a hidden dev trade, and that 1st-round pick is going to be pretty valuable, as I'm not sure if the Titans are super good this year. So pretty a marginal trade, but we have a lot of guys that'll be able to step up, and there shouldn't be much of a drop off from Owe to one of our young guys. So yeah, let's keep it rolling. So with this move, we allow Morrell to step up in that starting middle linebacker spot. He has really good speed, so I'm really excited about that. We move Overshown back to his natural position at left outside linebacker. And then our new pickup, Westbrook, will slot in as one of these backups and develop underneath one of these guys. Once these guys' contracts are up, we'll have a lot more flexibility if he does end up developing, that we might be able to let some guys go and save a bit of money by having a young guy coming up who take their spot. So puts us in a good spot going forward as a team. Let's keep simming. 8 weeks into the season, we are 6-2 with a 4-game win streak. 3 games coming after that Chiefs win against the Chargers, divisional opponent the Lions, and at the 49ers 23-21. 8 games into the season, Caleb with almost 2,000 yards passing, 17 touchdowns, 1 interception. Really, really good efficiency. Takes care of the ball really well. So love to see that, keeping up that efficiency from last season. And Damian Bellamy, not the most efficient. As a rookie, struggles happen. So I'm confident he'll be able to keep this going moving forward. Receiving wise, DJ Moore, Trey Tucker, and Rome Odunze as the big 3. Performing solid. Probably would like to see more out of Rome Odunze. He is our young star. But Trey Tucker and DJ Moore holding it down with Cole Kmet as well. Our sack numbers, Josh Allen with 9, Montez Sweat with 5.5, Shamar Turner with 2.5. Solid numbers across the board. Interceptions, we could get that up. Hopefully we could get that number up going forward in this season. Not a lot of forced fumbles either. There we go. There's our stats through 8 games. Caleb is top 10 in the NFL in passing, and we're 6-2. Life could not be better. So I think I'll be simming a few more games and then hopping in as the season starts winding down and we start taking a look at the playoff picture. And after our second 4-game win streak of the season, capped off by a win against the Los Angeles Rams, we go into a matchup against the Packers, who are 9-4. We are 10-3, second best record in the NFL. This game's going to decide a lot, playoff seeding, as well as the division as a whole. If we could win this game, we have a fast track to possibly getting a bye in the first round, but I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself. As you can see, we are the 1 seed in the NFC, Packers being the 5 seed. So if we were to lose this game and drop to 2nd in our division, we could fall all the way down to 5. We want to win this game, keep that game lead over the Pack, get a 2-game lead over the Green Bay Packers, and pretty much solidify our division title, as we have a couple more games left after that. Ooh, before I hop into the game, Damian Bellamy unlocked his ability. Is that an X Factor I see? Reveal a rookie's X Factor potential. He was a superstar X Factor. When did we get him in the draft? We got him pretty late too. Sweet. Yeah, first one free. We're activating that. And I think we are going to go with not the best abilities out of the gate. Try spin cycle. Let's do goal line back. There we go. That's awesome. That's so sweet that we got the X Factor ability. That'll be huge for this game. All right, now I'm pumped. Let's hop into this game. And we got a snow game here in Chicago for this primetime matchup against the Packers. I'm so pumped for this one. And faced with a 17-7 deficit, we now make it a 17-10 deficit with this kick. With about 4 minutes left, that's when our defense started to heat up with a big sack to prevent a Green Bay drive late in the first half. We started to get our run game going, with Bellamy getting into the end zone, making it a 17-17 tie ball game. And then that's when the offense really started to move in this fourth quarter, as we marched down the field, mixing the run and the pass. In the red zone, we did try and pound the rock as much as we could. That capped off with a Caleb Williams QB sneak to put us up 23-17 with a minute 23 left in the fourth. A lot of time left, but we're confident. Then a huge hit from Kyler Gordon forces a fumble. Tyreek Stevenson picks it up, and that should do it. A turnover to cap this ball game off against our bitter rivals. The knee is all we need, and that is the final score, 17-24. A great finish from the squad there. That was a fun game, and pretty much solidifies our control over the NFC North, as well as our 1 seed going into the playoffs, which is the all-important thing. The stats here, Caleb Williams, not the greatest game, kind of struggled in the snow, but 223, 1 touchdown, 2 picks, got the job done we needed it to. Damian Bellamy stepped up. The Rook, 25 for 113 and 1 touchdown, did have a fumble, but it wasn't lost, so we're all good. 4.5 a carry, really great breakout game from Damian Bellamy. Love to see that. Receiving wise, Cole Kmet was our leader with 65 yards. DJ Moore with a quiet game. Everyone kind of with a quiet game, but a lot of catches, but just not a lot of yards. A slow, sloppy snow game. Awesome way to win, 24-17. And with that win, we are one of 2 teams in the NFL to clinch our playoff berth at 11-3. And after starting out 2-2, this is an amazing finish to the season. And with that win against the Packers, we firmly secure our place as the winners of the NFC North as long as we don't drop the next few games. We are on a fast track to win this division, which is awesome. It'll complete our challenges. We are 4-1 against the division so far. We have 1 more game against the Minnesota Vikings, and if we could win that, we will go 5-1 against the division, which would be massive for us. And at 11-3, without further ado, I will get to sim in to the last few games of the season and get ready for the playoff push. And with that win over the Minnesota Vikings, we go to 5-1 against our division, which is amazing. Yep, it is confirmed we clinched our division at 12-3. Love to see it. And there we have it. Even with that 1 loss against the Cowboys in our final 2 games, we dominate the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to fully confirm our 1 seed and our first round bye going into the playoffs. Huge leap from last year. Love to see it. Tons of player upgrades here. Damian Bellamy gets 3, Darnell Wright gets 1. Amazing season from our rookie. So glad we were able to get him in the draft. He's up to an 83 overall. And I'm going to upgrade these receiving backs points because he's been dropping a lot of passes when we throw it to him. So I want him to at least be competent in that area. He's now up to an 84 overall. See what other abilities he could possibly get. No, it looks like the same, so I will keep it as is. And stats wise, Caleb with almost 4,000 passing yards, 35 touchdowns, 5 picks. Not getting to quite the numbers he got to last year, but cut the picks down. Not as many touchdowns, but yards are around the same. And just another really solid season from him after a couple of suspect seasons. Yeah, I love to see this development jumping up in quarterback ranking and stats. Obviously, QB of the future. Bears got their guy for many years to come. Rushing wise, Damian Bellamy did eclipse that 1,000 yard mark on the season, which is awesome for a rookie. 4 yards per carry, 9 touchdowns. Nothing too crazy, not the most efficient, but with all those upgrades and such, I think he's going to be amazing going into year 2. Receiving wise, DJ Moore is on top with 1,100 yards, 13 touchdowns. Trey Tucker with 950 and 12. and Roma Dunze with 923 and 6, and Cole Kmet with 529 and 4. So solid receiving numbers across the board, almost 3 guys at 1,000 yards, which is awesome, and a lot of touchdowns spread around. Or I mean, not spread around a bunch of people, but a lot of touchdowns for Moore and Tucker, with Rome and Kmet getting a couple as well. For defensively, Josh Hines Allen, 14.5 sacks. Montez Sweat, 9 sacks. Clinical season from him. Clinical season for Josh Allen. Yeah, just solid around the board with their pass rush. Interception-wise, Jalen Johnson, 4 picks. Jaquan Brisker, all the guys you think would get a lot of picks on this team, got them. Overshown with a pick. Linebackers got a few as well, but our cornerback room was dominant this season. So you love to see that as well. And there we have it. There are all the stats, and I will get to Simon and see what our first round matchup is. Also, just check the weekly awards randomly. Final game of the season, Caleb 296 and 5 passing touchdowns, going into the playoffs on fire. And there we have it. We will be going up against the New York Giants. They upset the 3rd seed Falcons 34-9, so not going to take them lightly. We got the Eagles and the Packers moving on in on the bottom part of the bracket, and the Patriots upsetting the 3 seed, as well as the Chiefs moving on. So Chiefs, Ravens, Bills, Patriots, Bears, Giants, and Eagles, Packers are the divisional round opponents. Got a few more last minute upgrades. DJ Moore getting to a 90 overall, and our rookie middle linebacker getting an upgrade as well. He seems to be developing all right. Put up some decent stats this year, being thrusted into that role. Let's hop into this playoff game. Brock Purdy in at QB for the Giants. Malik Neighbors is definitely going to be a problem, so we got to put our A game on today if we're going to get this dub. But we do got our home field advantage, so let's get it going. And this game was definitely a bit of a slot fest, but after a nice run by Bellamy that puts us up 10-6, making this game a little bit less ugly. That field goal making it a 7-point game, and then a crucial turnover late in the 4th by New York to give us the ball back. And then once they get the ball back with basically no time left, Brock Purdy is left to throwing up a prayer that is picked off by Thompson at around the 20-yard line, putting us ahead and locking in that divisional round win 19-16. And there we have it. We are moving on. That is a gross image right there. But we do beat the New York Giants in the divisional round to move on to the NFC Championship for the first time in this rebuild. Caleb Williams, 12 of 24, 130 yards, no touchdowns. This was a grinder of a game. Another one, a slow-paced playoff football matchup. Damian Bellamy, 78 yards and a touchdown. He was huge for us. He was pretty much our entire offense, as we couldn't really get much through the air, as only one guy's over 50 receiving yards. Our defense did amazing this year, did not allow a single touchdown the whole game. Montez Sweat, 1.5 sacks. Josh Allen, 1.5 sacks. Shamar Turner, a sack. And Henry Collins, a sack. Our defense was all over the place. Tyreek Stevens with a sack. TJ Edwards with a sack. Awesome across the board. That was amazing. Jarian Thomas, our backup free safety, gets that pick to end the game, as well as a Jalen Johnson interception early in that one. Love to see it. Awesome game. Time to go on to the NFC Championship. Let's get it. In this NFC Championship, we have a rematch against the Philadelphia Eagles from our wild card game last year. We are out for revenge at home, Soldier Field. I'm excited, but let's get it. Let's lock in. Let's get this dub. It's revenge season. We pick up in this rematch against the Eagles with a touchdown across the middle by DJ Moore to put us up by 6 points. And we decide to take a deep shot going into half. DJ Moore torches his man. That goes 88 yards to the house. A absolute statement going into half. Puts us up 7-19. Definitely a huge play in this game that changed the trajectory. Then Bellamy, a nice little wiggle there on that toss play to put us up 29-7. And just showing we're on all Madden. This demolish was as surprising to me as it is to the audience here, to you guys. And then pretty much all she wrote. Onside kick, Rome recovers it, and we are on to the Super Bowl after a dominant win. And there we go. We are NFC champions, 22-33. We get our revenge on the Philadelphia Eagles. Huge win, amazing game. We dominated for most of that game. Caleb Williams, nothing too crazy, 18 for 27, 2 touchdowns, not bad. Damian Bellamy, 24 for 95, not efficient, but got the job done when we needed it. Rome Odunze and DJ Moore showed up this game. DJ Moore with that, I mean, I guess Rome did completely show up, but DJ Moore with that, an insane catch to put us up by like 3, I think it was 3 scores. I think we were up 30-7 or something. A huge touchdown that broke the game open. Been midway through that game. 2 touchdowns, dominating performance, absolutely unguardable that game. Love to see it. DJ Moore coming up huge for us when we needed it most. Josh Allen, 2 sacks. Not as many sacks as last week, but timely from Josh Allen, as well as 1 interception from TJ Edwards that got us down in the red zone midway through that game as well, I think early in the first half. Awesome performance all across the board from the team. More of an offensive showcase that game. We had a couple gritty, grinded out games, but nice to see a nice dominant win in this one. Time for the Super Bowl, baby. I'm hype. Let's go. And I think I saw Josh Allen there in the Pro Bowl. So that means we will be facing the Kansas City Chiefs, the 4-seeded Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Obviously not taking them lightly. They're the Chiefs. We're going to put our best performance out there, and let's just get this dub. I'm so ready. This team is ready to dominate. And here's a look at the yearly awards. Josh Allen wins MVP. Bryce Young, shout out to him. 2nd in MVP. Love to see it. We are 2nd in Coach of the Year, so huge. And for NFC, Darnell Mooney wins Offensive Player of the Year. We're going to have to look at those stats. Cole Holcomb wins Defensive Player of the Year. Interesting names there at the top of these lists. Bellamy gets 2nd for Offensive Rookie. Lockhart there at 6th, but really good performance out of Bellamy. Wish we could have gotten him that Offensive Rookie, but nonetheless, he's going to be a stud for us for a while. Best QB, Caleb Williams was 6th on this list. Our boy was not in the top running backs, but he will be next year, that's for sure. Darnell Mooney winning Best Wide Receiver. We got to take a look at those stats. Best D-line, Best Linebacker, Best DB. We got Jalen Johnson up in there. Just for reference, Darnell Mooney wins Offensive Player of the Year with 1,400 yards and 21 touchdowns. Crazy year out of him. Just to look at the passing as well. I didn't show that earlier. A lot of touchdowns across the board. Bryce Young, 51. Jalen Hurts, 40. Bobby Bullard, 45 touchdowns, 24 picks, embracing his inner Jameis Winston. Here are all of the seasons. Caleb Williams out here with almost 4,000 yards, but it's one of the best QBs in the entire league in protecting the ball, along with Lamar Jackson and Josh Allen. So, all right, without further ado, let's hop into that Super Bowl, baby. Caleb Williams, Patrick Mahomes, it's game time. Let's go win ourselves a Super Bowl. Here we go. Bears Chiefs Super Bowl. Think we're playing in Miami. So weather's nice, won't have to deal with that snow like we've been dealing with pretty much the whole back half of the season. Kansas City starts it off with a touchdown over the middle, but then we hit Bellamy with his new receiving prowess that we upgraded over the middle for a touchdown. Mahomes scrambles and gets hit just shy of the end zone, where Malachi Starks recovers it and luckily falls into the end zone for a touchback. We then drive all the way down the field. Bellamy gets in with a 1-yard score, puts us up 17-10. Mahomes drops back and hits Worthy for a huge play down to about the 8-yard line. Mahomes has been torching us all game. And then Hopkins gets in. I don't know how he broke that tackle, but he makes it a 17-7 ball game. But we are not done. Lockhart, our rookie, across the middle with a huge first down to keep the drive alive. And Bellamy bouncing off of tackles and blockers again for the first down. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. Now a minute. Handoff left side to Bellamy. Amazing blocking there. And then after a bad pass by me, tried to force something in there. It's 4th and 8, putting us up 20-17 here. Definitely not safe with Mahomes, but let's play some defense. He scrambles left and gets bumped and stays in bounds with one timeout left. Then after burning a bunch of clock, he only has one final prayer. Mahomes scrambles and gets hit from behind by, I think, Montez Sweat to seal the deal. There we go. We successfully rebuilt the Chicago Bears. As you can see in my live reaction, I'm fired up. We did it. We did it. Once a laughing stock of the league, we were able to bring the Chicago Bears in 4 years their first Super Bowl since 1985. A championship that the city has been dying and crying out for too long. And with that, this up and down roller coaster of a rebuild comes to an end, has a happy ending with a Super Bowl, holding that Super Bowl trophy for the city of Chicago. You just absolutely love to see it. And there we have it. We are Super Bowl champions. Love to see it. Caleb Williams, don't care about the stats. 175-1. Bellamy was the workhorse. He was what got us that win right there. But the full team effort, defense was great at times, offense was great at times. Picked each other up when they needed it. But what an awesome game. What an amazing season. Going from 2-2, going on a crazy run, going 14-3, and then making a run with grinded out games. We had some blowouts and then another grinder of a game here that all culminated to a Super Bowl victory. So I'm just super pumped. I love this team. This is a great team. Damian Bellamy, our rookie sensation at running back, absolute stud. Obviously Caleb Williams, franchise guy, got Chicago their first Super Bowl since 1985. Love to see it. Damian Bellamy, Kendre Miller is the backup. Rome with a big game, had a bunch of big catches in that game. Bellamy had a big touchdown catch. DJ Moore with some big grabs too. Lockhart with a crucial first down towards the end of that game. Another rookie connection right there. I'm just so fired up for this game. I could keep rambling on for a while on this one. This doesn't have to be the end. Y'all want some more, want to go for the back-to-back? I'm so down for that. Ending it on a Super Bowl win. We could do the off-season stuff in another episode, but ending it on a Super Bowl win is just an awesome finish to the season. And I think it's just right that we end it this way. Here you are. The Chicago Bears are the 4 years from now. So 2029 Super Bowl champs against the Kansas City Chiefs. 20-17, grinder of a game. We got that dub. So I thank you all so much for watching. The support has been amazing on the channel so far. Y'all are the absolute best. If you like this video, please drop a like and subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. Y'all are the best. Have a good one. Love y'all. Peace.